Hi, Todd Pruscia here today with your Kirkwood Community College update for college credit in high school. This May 2019 update brings you 3 announcements. Number 1, last year at this time we had our first Alternative Concurrent Enrollment Advisory Committee meeting. As a quick reminder, Alternative Concurrent Credit are those courses that your high school students are taking at Kirkwood that we are offering to the general college-age audience. And your students join those classes with the adults. And mostly this happens with our online courses. In a few occasions we have students that come here to our main campus in Cedar Rapids or visit our Iowa City campus on Lower Muscatine Road. So this spring semester at Kirkwood we had over 2,000 registered alternative concurrent enrollment students. Close to 80% of those students were taking online classes, and therefore they lacked that day-to-day, face-to-face support from an instructor. So last year we invited you all to participate in an advisory committee to learn from you how we can best support these students who are really on their own once they get into these online classes or these campus classes. The key goals for the group have been, and it was first of all, to implement a solid orientation system for the alternative concurrent enrollment students so they have something to go on before they start their Kirkwood course. We wanted to evaluate the registration deadlines for the alternative concurrent enrollment students. We also wanted to evaluate, revise, and streamline the book distribution process for those alternative concurrent enrollment students. And then we wanted to hold conversations and communication regarding grading practices and maybe the consistency between a Kirkwood grade and a high school grade and how that looks on transcripts. So thank you to the districts who participated. We had wonderful participation, and I think we've made some great progress. I'm happy to share today the progress that we've made on these goals. So first of all, there was that orientation goal. So we know that 80% of all those alternative concurrent students were enrolling online, and they were in those classes with standard traditional age students. So we developed a required orientation course for all students to complete online prior to starting their first class at Kirkwood. The course was developed and it was launched. We communicated with the students and the high school counselors ahead of time to let them know that it was coming. And this is a requirement that we feel we had pretty good success rate on. I believe it was 86% of the students that completed the online orientation course, or they completed the online orientation course before they started the actual Kirkwood course. Now that was a great first attempt to better onboard online learners, but the group felt that we needed to do a little better. We did not have the technical ability last year to prevent a registered student from beginning their online course prior to finishing the online orientation course. This spring, 2019, we were able to overcome that technical obstacle, and so therefore next fall 100% of our new online concurrent enrollment students will need to complete the required orientation course in order to even see their course online. So the courses normally for students are in Talon, which is the name of our learning management system. When students first log into Talon as a first-time Kirkwood student, they will only see the orientation course. Once that orientation course is completed and checked off, there's like 4 modules they have to go through and complete simple quizzes at the end of each module. Once it's completed and submitted and they've successfully completed the quizzes on those modules, their course will then be available for them to start. Registration deadlines. Another goal of the group was to look at our registration deadlines to see that we could better facilitate the book distribution process for student readiness. So the registration timelines were altered slightly, and that was at suggestion of the committee. And as a result, we do feel we had more prepared and engaged students this year. Another huge undertaking for our group was the book distribution process. Books are no longer distributed through our Kirkwood bookstore. All book ordering, purchasing, distribution, and book collection are now the responsibility of our county and regional center Kirkwood staff. Now, this process gives each high school a local contact person, and it gives each Kirkwood County and Regional Center a clearer understanding of where the books are in the distribution process at any point. To give you an idea of the volume of these alternative concurrent enrollment student books, this spring, so for 2019 here, the semester that we're currently wrapping up, our county teams distributed more than 1,700 books to 47 different high schools, so 47 different stops. We also collect these books at the end of the semester, which eliminates the need for your high school staff to have to mail back the books following each semester. Now we feel the process ran as smoothly as possible, very smoothly this year, and we were able to realize some substantial financial savings, and I think less confusion overall about where the books are and who should be distributing the books. So this is going to allow us to continue the book loaning process into the future. A huge thank you to all of your high school staff for the assistance in distributing and collecting books to and from the students. For the fall semester, that was fall 2018, on that book collection process, I believe there were only six books out of almost 2,000 books that were not returned to Kirkwood from students in your areas. So hats off to everyone, wonderful job. The fourth goal that we had for the advisory group was to look into the grading process, to begin a conversation on how we better align the grading processes. So this fourth goal, it's in progress. We've started the conversation, and we'll continue collecting data on that one and continue the conversation to see if we can better align for the future. Our announcement number 2 today is about summer concurrent enrollment. So this year, through funding from the state's Future Ready Iowa initiative, Kirkwood and all the community colleges in the state are able to offer concurrent enrollment courses in career and technical service areas. So in our region, we were able to offer courses in 3 different service areas. We'll have an architecture and construction program running this summer. We will have a computer science program running, and then the certified nurse's aide program running this summer. We're happy to say that we have sufficient enrollments to run all 3 programs, and then we look forward to extending learning to your high school students during the upcoming summer session. Our final and third announcement today is about high school teacher concurrent enrollment teacher instructor summer professional development. As always, Kirkwood will again provide summer concurrent enrollment teachers with summer training. It's a requirement of our accrediting agency, NACEP, that instructors participate in annual professional development from the college in their discipline. It's also necessary for all new instructors to be onboarded at Kirkwood in our general Kirkwood policies, procedures, and guidelines. Normally, our summer training is a series of 3 days of training, and that encompasses new instructors on the first day usually, and then we have a discipline-specific day on there in the middle of it, and then we usually wrap it up with some best practices workshops on the third day. Due to snow makeups days and an unusually long spring semester at your schools, our annual PD was cutting into some of your assigned faculty work days. Therefore, for summer 2019, we've decided to reduce and condense our 3-day event into a 1-day in-service professional development. This year's summer professional development will be held on Wednesday, June 12th, 2019. This day is for all new and all returning instructors. Registration materials are being sent through email to your instructors the week of May 6th. And we could have extended the training dates to later in June, but honestly we thought everyone might be a little tired of classrooms by the end of June and wanted to respect the fact that everyone could just use a break this year. And with those announcements, we'll call this 2018-19 academic year a wrap. We'll be back next fall with more information and programming to help prepare your students for their future career goals. Enjoy your summer.